Welcome back.
Nick and Lex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So tonight we're super excited. We're finally gonna do Steely Dan's the second arrangement, and we have a little bit of a surprise. Let us
Yes. So we were looking for this track, which obviously you all know is unreleased. And we found a couple different versions on YouTube, and we just thought, okay, let's read the comments of each of those versions and see what the people think. We came across this one, which apparently has horns in it. So if you have heard the second arrangement and have not heard this version, it is Jive Miguel's version on YouTube.
And he's in from Bogota.
He's in from Bogota. So we knew we had to do this version just because of his name. And everyone in the comments was just raving how now they can't live without the horns.
Oh.
So we figured it would be cool to have that as our first listen and then share that first listen with you as well. Yeah,
if you guys want, a reaction to the second arrangement without the horns, we can do that as well. But I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna go with Jive Miguel today.
Yes.
I mean, just because of we just love Glam Profession so much. So just because they mentioned him,
I'm very excited about this because the last unreleased song that we did, The Bear, what a great track. And it is pretty sad that I don't listen to it that often because I don't have it on Spotify. But I know there's a way to change that if I put it on a USB or
I think we have it on MP3 already, so we could put it on the phone. I think I have mine on the phone.
Oh, you do?
It's just like not as fast to get to it.
Yes, and you don't really think about it as often. So thank you all so much for being here. If you're new, feel free to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more Dan reactions. We're big Dan fans and very excited to share this with all of you. So let's go.
Let's go. Here it is. So I guess it must be 79. I mean, it was supposed to be on Gaucho.
Yes.
I guess that's when they recorded. Okay, all right, let's go.
Just two friends in this whole wide world. one red rose and the one last goodbye. One last goodbye. Then I run to the second arrangement. It's only the natural thing. A rule sets out with no regrets. A sparkling conscience, new regrets. When I run to the second arrangement, the home of a mutual friend. Now's the time to redefine the first arrangement again.
Beautiful. Want to pause? So good, man. My God.
Wow.
What a song, man.
I love it. And throughout, I just had to keep reminding myself that this is someone's edit.
I know.
This
that's
is someone's
insane.
mix. He added the horns. I don't know if like none of the horns were there.
I don't know. But
Or-
now we'll have to listen to the other one. But this song, I'm so devastated that it's not on Gaucho. This is like, wow. Like, I've heard so much in the comment section, like, you have to listen to the second arrangement, and I never thought it would top anything on there. You know, what's already on there, or the bear, that is amazing.
Yes. Very memorable.
And the lyrics and the
Yes.
singing and I don't know. I think this is not Walter, because he, as we know, Walter was going through a lot, you know,
Yeah.
in this time. Oh my God, there's even the bear of Jive Miguel.
I know.
Like my new favorite. The cool thing is, like, there's so many edits. There's like this fan base out there, and everybody's doing like their thing. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love
and
it.
it must be very cool for Donald to go on YouTube and be able to listen to his
Yes.
music, kind of like what could have been. you know?
Yes. And like to say, okay, this is something I would have done, or maybe
he
even
would be-
inspire him to go back and I don't
hope
know.
So. I hope they re-record this like with. I mean, or maybe he goes into the studio and does it himself, like the way he wanted it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I don't know
Yeah.
how the mind of these geniuses work. You know? But
But I loved it. I thought it was
it's one of the
perfect
best
the way that it
songs I've
was.
heard.
So kudos to Jive Miguel. I do want to listen to the one that was out there for him
That they
to play
lost.
with, just so that I can also see what Jive Miguel put in there. But
Yeah.
it sounds like Steely Dan. It
does.
sounds just so good, and the backing vocals were there. And that's why I'm so happy with the horns, because horns is so, for me, very a statement of Steely Dan.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
it's like a
So,
voice that they use.
Yeah, I thought that was a great touch, and I'm just so happy that we were able to listen to this, that the technology exists for us to be able to listen to
know.
these
It's
unreleased
crazy
tracks.
because there's even like Steely Dan AI. And that's like stuff that I don't tip my toes into, like they say,
Yeah.
too much. I don't know. I don't support it that much,
Yeah.
I guess. But Man, this was so
It's
good.
scary.
Did you feel that it had a reggae vibe?
I did. Yes, I absolutely did.
And then was that Chuck Rainey? I guess we won't know but the bass line was amazing.
It was wonderful.
It was just
I was following it like the whole way through,
and the chord
keyboards,
progressions were so nice, and those
yes.
little additions that Donald does.
Yeah.
Man,
was
this whole
perfect.
song, like I say, I always it's always like when I listen to some Dan songs, it's like, oh, that's my new favorite Dan song. It has happened like 5 times, but this is one of those. Like, I'm gonna definitely
shocker.
download this.
Yeah, and we have to show this to our friends, our Steely Dan friends, who appreciate them very much. And
then also at the beginning of the video, I couldn't stop laughing because it's like like Walter and Donald, they're like messing around in the studio, like walking around dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, we should show this.
I was thinking about it, and then they stopped, and I was like, okay.
It's just like 10-15 seconds,
But we'll leave the link in the description to the video that we used for this. Big thank you to Walter Becker and Donald Fagen. Obviously, thank you to Jive Miguel, to all the Dan family that we've kind of like gathered and created. Thank you all so much for watching us. Let us know, had you heard this version? Had you been listening to the other one? What did you think of the addition of the horns?
I think it was great.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the original, but I think this is a masterpiece. You know?
I agree.
Like everything they do.
Yes.
And is this the story of the song that they lost completely and then they found it like
I don't know. I remember
in the
someone
basement of someone, like was it this one? Because this is
I remember
insane.
someone telling us something about that, but I don't remember if it was this one that it was.
Like something was erased completely, and then they did find a backup or something.
Yeah, I
Man,
remember
that's
that.
crazy, right? Like anything that they deleted back in the day was like, oh God, you're deleting gold.
I know, right? I know. It's so horrible.
So crazy.
And now you can have a backup on the cloud and a backup of the backup, and you're set to go.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us. This was wonderful to listen together with Nick and with all of you. Thank you all for your love and support. Please consider subscribing, liking. We'd love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.